us from the Swadian city of Uxal, which is located, if I can find my mouse here, and to deliver it to someone that is in Balfurum in the dwarven dynasties. Are they a dynasty or did I can't remember what I made them. Okay, Kiruch's Empire. In the Dwarven Empire. You have chartered a ship from Gal and his crew and are subsequently heading up the southern coast of Yurux. And are going to take some... For journey-wise, I really wish I made a map or I wish I had a reference of how long that would be.
Easy enough, just change it from feet to miles and boom.
Yeah.
True.
Or you can set it to be like, every square is 10 miles or something.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know full thing, so...
I thought just pull a number out of your butt and suddenly that'll be...
Yeah. So it will take, I'll probably say, week and a half.
Hell, you could set it to days. Every square is X days.
No, it won't take that long, because from here to here, as you were on foot, it took you, I think I said 2 weeks?
I think it was 2 months, actually.
2 months. Well, you probably gallivanting around or something.
We were with a caravan, though, so they were probably making a lot of stops.
Mm. And doing jobs of your own, probably, just in case.
Yeah.
So this would take maybe a little less than a month.
Okay, cool.
Since it is ships, and actually, let's check how bad everything was for banditry and all that. 1d100. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see. Okay. What do we want to do? During a couple of days, though, there is a rather large storm that does hit the ship as you're going, and they do have some druids to help calm the storm somewhat. It's still somewhat difficult to do. And in the middle, there a monster, some kind of creature does appear and try to take at least a little nibbling of an interest in you. Trying to think what I can do with that with only 2 people, because I don't want to initiate combat.
Yeah, that would be nice. I mean...
Well, Gale's ship does have cannon and mage.
Oh, yeah. Some mage, but you've seen how magic is, and he can't really use the cannons because it's in the middle of a storm. Because he does have some treatment of it, but it is only a few cannons. However, give me a D20 roll, both of you, please.
Yeah. Don't screw me, tower. Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay.
Pure D20?
Mm-hmm. Pure D20.
Oh, noes.
Nice. Oh!
Yeah, that's what my nose was about.
Oh, no.
Yeah, this thing's lying. Oh, now you... Okay.
I'm glad I made I'm glad I made the healing satchel. Then it looks like it'll be useful.
However, I need to make one more roll. Okay.
It's okay. Your skin's just green now.
For Kinara, you're able to help out with fighting the the monster by taking some harpoons, and because you've sort of understood how Gale's crew works, you have traveled with them before and have had to deal with at least a few nosy sharks, a few nosy creatures that get a little too close. So you've been at least versed in how they do it, so you're able to help. For Len, I don't imagine he knows as much about naval warfare.
Yeah, that's not really his thing.
Yeah, so he's kind of trying to fight both the current and also legitimately fight, so, which is unfortunately for the half drow, or is it just half elf?
I went with half elf as the race, and I used the drow parentage option. So half drow is the.
Oh, okay, yeah, half drow. Where you're half, either way, half elf graces that kind of fail you today, at least.
19 in acrobatics, and I can't keep my feet in a goddamn boat.
Or it's more or less you can't.
In your eye.
You're trying to balance each other out.
Shit.
You keep trying to focus on acrobatics, but then that kind of screws up your combat. But luckily, Gale and his crew are also, along with the assistance of the rest of the party, minus Cyrus, hypothetically, because it's the storm, because the medicine they would give her is only for usual seasickness, not full-blown.
She's afraid.
Oh, afraid, okay.
Yeah.
So Cyrus is actually probably down below decks. But regardless, with the help of...
Guarding the cargo.
She's guarding the cargo, yes. But yes, with the rest of the party, as well as Gale's crew and all of them, they they make the monster regret showing up, so it quickly faffs off. And let's see if we get a better roll. Son of a bitch! Okay, hold on. Oh my gosh. You know, fine. The rest of the journey is rather quiet, besides that. And you end up about here at a small, I wouldn't call it a port city. It's a...
Guys.
Hello.
Like only kind of here.
Welcome.
Okay.
And for some reason, Skype is obnoxiously loud today.
Mm-hmm.
Volume mixer, where are you? Then let's just drop you down to 20.
I don't know why. I've got our settings are the same, so.
Check.
I know, it was just, for some reason, Skype decided to be obnoxiously loud because I have Discord connected to a channel, a game running, a video running.
Oh, that'll do it.
And Windows just said, fuck you.
Half y'all.
On Firefox than it is on Chrome.
You're the.
I'm gonna finish what I started.
Well, the Roll20 plus the OBS. So I don't know why, because, the any tests I've been able to find data for said they run roughly the same amount of system resources.
I know Chrome has been having weird issues.
Yeah, especially with Roll20.
Well, while you, to catch you up, Eric, during your voyage, there is a major storm that does does hit you all, and a monster of some kind does come up through the depths and is trying to bring it. Though with the combined efforts of the entire crew and the party, it regrets its decision and moves on.
Oh shit!
In 45 minutes, you did all that. Holy shit!
No, we haven't been. We've only been playing for about 10.
Oh my god, you guys are doing things quickly today.
Well, I just did general roll because there was only 2 people. I'm like, and we're all kind of agreement of 2 people for a combat. Let's not try it.
Fair enough.
I may be the main damage dealer, but I ain't that good.
Yeah.
I don't know. You tend to be that good in a lot of things.
Shit.
I totally misread that city name. I thought it said shrimp.
It's like only in 5th where I've been sneaking, combining spell strike and sneak attack. My GM hates me.
Fair enough.
Spell attack.
My GM hates me.
Wait, me? Or...
No, the person I play with on Sundays, because we're playing 5th, and I've got the 5th equivalent of a Magus, and I combined that with Rogue, so I've been getting spell strike, sneak attacks. She's
delicious.
Well, she's amused, but not at the same time. It's like
But not she's
that.
amused, but not thrilled.
that's like that is so cool, but stop beating up my monsters so fast.
Oh, I completely understand that.
Yep. It's turn. That's what it's turning into for me as well. It's like, doggone.
It's like we had this hilarious thing where she jumped us with a vengeful spirit we thought was a banshee, and we could only kill it by. Apparently, if we killed it enough times, it would stop coming back. But really, what we had to do was, have the holy people do a ritual over the grave. So what it came down to was it would pop up at the beginning of, we'd kill it in one round. It would pop up beginning of the next round. We'd kill it again, and they just keep doing this. And by the end of the combat, everybody else is working on the ritual. So I'm just sitting here, hit it once, it dies. Next round, hit it again, it dies. I'm just standing here playing whack-a-mole with it while everybody else is trying to do the ritual.
Okay. So, through there, Gale does keep honest to his intentions and finds not a city, and it's not a town, but it's a little bit larger than a village, some kind of a port settlement at least, of pretty good repute. It's no Veneno, but it's significantly smaller, but bigger than most villages you've seen.
Okay.
So, he drops you all off at the docks, or what little dock there is, since there's so little settlement here. As he lets you off here, he goes, okay, so, it's all being said and done. Do we need to wait for you here, or will you send a message for us?
We'll send a messenger, to let you know where we're going to be, because we have another job on the other side that we're looking at picking up, and on the way back.
I see. Well, we might actually be looking into the sea for a little bit ourselves, but should you send something to Veneno, either one of my mothers should be able to send. Either Zalasha or Arwen should be able to send something to me, and I'll come within and we'll discuss terms from there.
Fair enough.
Sounds good.
Alright then. Happy hunting then. And Firebrands.
Smooth sailing, Captain.
May the wind ever be at your back.
Let's hope Gosra's in a good mood today. But yes, you are left in the... and it's probably a little bit into the afternoon of... or noon of the day, so some hustle and bustle is here. Some people give you glances once a while. But most let you to your business.
No reason to hang about here. We can ride on to, was it Uxhal, whatever it was that we're supposed to be going to.
Yeah. Let's see. We have a question. As we're passing through, how do you pronounce it? When?
When? I don't know. When? When? Now.
As I imagine, this port is still is within the domain of the current kingdom, the Swadia kingdom. Is there a particular sense we get that we're passing through, like any kind of biases or customs that we should be aware of that wouldn't necessarily be in a travel brochure?
What Gale would have told you, from what he remembers, let's see how much he knows of how recent his knowledge is.
We can also make a diplomacy check for gather information as we go.
Gale was able to tell you some, though he does mention, as is common knowledge for those that do live on the mainland, such as Len, with the state of affairs that goes on, it's kind of hit or miss if a settlement is under which leadership or what, because they change hands so often, especially since the quote-unquote season of war is supposedly going to be starting up again, so who knows? So he's not exactly sure if it's Swadian or dwarf or what, or independent or...
Okay. As we again, as we're going through, can I make a diplomacy roll to try to find out the bent of the current rulership of Swadia, since we're going to be in their territory for at least a little bit?
Okay. Go ahead. Are you going to be interacting with people for this? Just curious.
Yeah, since I assume we need to at least, I don't know, get some bread or something.
Question, since this is semi-Renaissance time period. We have the printing press, so this is possible. Have newspapers come into being yet?
Newspapers, as in what aspect?
Well, I mean, are we still relying on, like, the town crier for news, or is there a place you can go to get, like, a thing that tells you what's going on in the region, or, big developments? A newspaper.
Okay.
It's like first
I didn't know if you meant like distribution or the actual establishment or what. Okay.
It's like
with that particular
a journalistic type thing, because we're in the time period where that started, but I wasn't sure if we're.
Or if this does that.
Most still use a crier. It's in the transitional period essentially. Some places do use newspapers that essentially have at least the week's worth of events that have happened.
Probably like capitals and cities.
Yeah, but those are mostly cities and all that.
I can also see it being things like notices for big major societal events of like the upper class weeklies.
Pretty much.
And this person has become betrothed. This person is having a giant gala was presented this week by so and so. Look at all the people that were here.
Well, yeah, but we're just trying to figure out if this area.
This seems to be a semi-large port town, so it seems like they might have enough public.
Town is a generous description, but that is understandable. For this particular city, by the way, hello, Sarah. It might have something. Let's give it a roll. Actually, would they?
I could see maybe like a bulletin board with news of the week on it, maybe.
Yeah, of at least some.
Well,
They do have like some kind of bulletin board near probably the market or the closest thing they have to a market, which is essentially their trade center.
Yeah, I'd imagine it'd be local though. We're looking for slightly broader than.
Well, I was looking for regional, so like maybe this town and maybe the next couple towns around us that we'd be traveling through.
Exactly.
The next provinces essentially. Nothing major. There's some mentions of animal attacks. Keep clear of this road or this area, or paper that has been ripped off saying it's been taken care of, or some bounty hunters taking up. For news around here,
sorry to interrupt, but so we are in a new city. Is that what I'm getting?
Yeah, let's finish the boat trip we were supposed to do at the end of the last session.
Yeah.
Okay. But I was just trying to say, could I tap into my contacts that I have been making and my gypsy knowledge of such?
Would there be gypsies? Well, actually, it's more a question of if the gypsies are here now. I don't know how to say this.
So choose a percentage and roll a D100.
Yeah, D100. High or low?
I'm not the gypsies, Sarah. I think he's talking to you.
Sarah.
Sarah was parking.
Oh.
I don't know. Considering the spy network we had talked about them making it, I would think there might be at least one. Whether she knows they're there or not, maybe another issue.
Well, yeah, you still have to roll to see if.
Okay, well, you are parking. Would you like me to roll or someone else to roll for you?
Sure.
Who would you like to roll?
Not Tristan, because he needs to come downstairs.
Okay, David then.
Ooh.
You called low? Sarah?
Actually, I think I said hi, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah.
As much as I think I'm guessing it rolled low, so I could have said yes.
No. 100.
Ah!
Yeah. As you're going through the trade center, kind of, because I imagine unless there was any other disputes from anyone else, they kind of went together to kind of get a feel of what's going on, I assume.
But me? Yeah, I know I rolled a 21 for it.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah, basically, people kind of went with Kianara a little bit to at least get a feel of what's going on in the mainland. Or this area of the mainland. Yes, no, maybe. Oh, yeah, Triss went to take care of Sarah. Right? Yeah. Okay, so... Wait, Sarah, can you hear me?
Yes, I have you on speaker while I'm trying to unload the car.
Okay. This all being said and done. Okay, so, unless otherwise stated, as you're going with Kianara to kind of get a general vibe of the regional customs and what's the big events that are happening right now, you do see what you're pretty sure is another band of gypsies. They're doing some minor performance stuff, though it doesn't look like they're too full into it. More of just kind of loitering around at this moment. Some are just killing time.
Okay, I'm gonna go start talking to them, get the local whatnots.
Okay, so I'm gonna need a diplomacy roll from you.
Focus on David. I'll be upstairs near dice in about 30 seconds or so.
All right. So for David, 21, diplomacy, chatting up the town.
Yep.
Let's see, for when... They are currently in a weird sort of limbo. They kind of answer to Swadian calls, but they're left enough alone to be self-sufficient, enough to call themselves independent, as it were.
Okay.
As for any particular huge events, the only thing, like for events, most of the fighting that has begun again has happened mostly in the east and near Denram, at the Ronus and Swadian border, and in the north between the Swadian and Rodak border. So, nothing near Uxal itself. Though there is the occasional bandit, but no, not too much. As for leanings, with your particular diplomacy, they don't. At first, they're kind of the people you talk to, because it's the normal mix of people: human, dwarf, elf, a few here and there, the more random mix, like maybe a tiefling here, but not as much. They're a bit surprised by your presence, but not too much. That they don't seem to give you any shit.
Okay.
It's just more like, what? Oh, well, you do have your hood up and all that, so they just treat you normally. So
I'm in a new place, so.
There, seems to be a pretty even racial count by yours. So you're not seeing a particular bias, at least, not one on the surface.
Okay. Okay, that's good to know. If I remember correctly, Len is not around me. He's off looking for newspaper.
I probably would have stuck with you. No reason to split the group. It's just, while you're talking to people, I'm looking around for the...
Okay. In which case, there's the occasional skirmish near Dirham, at the eastern border.
Okay.
But
and in the northern border.
Yeah.
But nothing particularly close to Uxal. 25 diplomacy, okay. Going to Len, though, for newspaper. There's a small building that has a very poorly scratched news on it.
Alright.
And that's where you figure you can find it.
I'm gonna go buy me a paper.
You walk up you walk into what almost looks like a booth at first, but it's a fairly small operation. There's a few papers here and there, and a gnome taking care of the sitting at a table with a drink in hand. Gnomish woman. Oh, hi. How can I help you?
Hello. I was wondering if you had any papers for sale.
Yes, I do. Any particular thing you're looking for, or just the general?
Well, we're new to the region, and I figured this was as good a place as any to catch up on, local ordinances, areas to avoid, stories of interest, the usual.
Okay. The general.
Get a quick primer on the area.
Okay. The general. Okay. That will cost you 3 gold.
3 gold? Done.
Mm-hmm. Right. Here you are. Thank you very much. So, you take the paper. It's 3 pages, give or take.
Yeah, for the time period, that's huge.
How much wood was it?
3.
Wow, scribes must be expensive.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Since scribes are expensive, though, I'm under the impression that we also have the printing press, which could have done it.
And as said, I don't know how economy works. I'm like, we're working somewhere in between.
That was more of a comment from the character.
Yeah. Plus, the person you're talking to is just, oh yeah. Plus the thing is, that's mostly specialty things. Most people don't get newspapers. It's kind of strange. I mean, Bob here can't even read. I can't. So, good on you.
It's one of the fastest ways to get familiar with an area.
If you can read.
Which,
and if it isn't outdated.
Well, I'm aware of it. There's a good chance it's outdated, though. Most people can read.
In this time period?
Well, okay, the RPG system assumes most people can read. I don't know if your world quirk changes that.
I think it assumes most players can read.
No,
most players.
Somewhere in the book that's why it's a class feature on barbarians is that they can't, because the game assumes that 98% of the populace can.
Fascinating.
If you're proficient in the language, you are able to read the language. So if you're proficient in Common, you're able to read Common. You may not be very good at it. You may only have like a 2nd, 3rd grade education level, but you can do it.
Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, I think that's kind of similar, though it's a little bit more quote-unquote realistic to how it was in the Renaissance times. Like, yes, people can read, but at this current time, there isn't as much need or a centralized education system for it. It's like something that you can learn. Like, most people at least know how to write their name, though it isn't the level of Grog's intelligence of reading, but it's actually, that's the best way to put it. It's Grog after the time skip. He's able to read some stuff and write, but
that's what I said.
Not
Like
a lot.
somewhere 2nd to 3rd grade education.
Like, somewhere it's just like, what? Like the gnomish woman kind of raised her eyebrow at ordinance. Like, the hell is ordinance? But anyways, the paper itself does mention, similar to what Kianara had found out, minor skirmishes between the Ronas and Swadians at Durham. Though this one gives a bit more account that leaning of some weren't more than skirmishes. There might have been actual battles, but it's hearsay. Territory has not been swapped yet by anyone, so most people are thankful for that. Any events particularly that happened within the Empire, within the region itself? There's a mention that, let's see, it's first. It's in the summer. We're getting close to that. Nothing too much. I'd have to think of what else is there specifically that you would get. But I'll get to it when I can.
Man, I already read this one. This Peanuts.
Alright. And that was for Len. And actually that's convenient, because I was going to get to Lynn. So, Lynn, you talk to the gypsies, and they kind of assuming you kind of greet them in some kind of gypsy language to that adds to the
language now.
more or less like slang. kind of, I guess.
Hello.
No. Cube scan. What in particular are you going to talk to them about?
She's going to talk to them about finding if there's any roads they should avoid going to the destination, because I'm assuming Lynn knows at this point. Any gossip information they know about, the upper class and whatnot, what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Any just general updates. And she'll also pass on any updates she knows from all her travels. And
okay, basically tit for tat. They're trading for information. That's good.
Yeah.
They were going to ask for coin, but
information like they do.
So they were going to ask for coin, but information's good. Let's see.
If there's anyone she should talk to into the town she's heading to,
They can. One of them They kind of point you in the direction of kind of what you figure is their leader. A rather young halfling man. He comes like, so rumors and gossip and all that. Specifically, do you mean around here in Huen, or do you mean in Swadia, or just what we've heard?
Okay, player update. So we're in this town doing something, right?
Huen is essentially a port settlement that the captain of the ship that you had chartered knew about. So he headed here, and it was basically the closest place that you can go to pick up rations should you choose to.
Where
that
are we
essentially
heading to?
Uxhall. If you're on your screen, it's here.
Oh, hold on. Too many tabs. Oh, okay.
You'll be going here, and then you'll be delivering a package this way to Balforum in the Dwarven lands.
Okay. Then she will just do general gossip of the area and, anything else he might have or know. And then about the city she's going to. And if there's been any news about, serpents in the water or something. I don't know.
Alright. For here, for here in Huen, not too much. The mayor of the town's trying to do what he can to keep the Swadians appeased, but also try to keep keep themselves like it. Honestly, he's just trying to stay afloat like everybody else in the middle of a war. In the wars, let's see, particular trouble. If you are, you said you're going to Uxhall, yes?
Yes.
When you head north, take the road towards the north. But when you get, let's see, maybe a day's travel? He kind of turns to the rest of his band. A day and a half? Day enough? A day and a half's travel, give or take, depending on how fast you go. Day and a half's travel? Get off the road. Go west, and then for about the rest of the day, and then go north. North again, and you should be able to link back up to the road. The reason I say that is because there's been talk of some bandits, so some people end up dead on that road. What it is, I don't know. We kind of just avoided it. We saw a wrecked caravan, and we promptly went off-road. We got lucky. We had a druid with us.
Thank you. And as a side note, she will be listening for / see if there's been any news about her, i.e. her backstory about Rowan and the princess and stuff?
For them, they came from the north. They came from kind of the northwest area. They kind of came from Praven and Uxkhal. That's how they were able to travel in the northern path.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't. We haven't. Sorry, but we haven't traveled that far east.
Oh, that's fine. Just keeping up. If you see my former travelers of Sarah, forgot their names. The group of gypsies I was with previously.
Mm-hmm.
Offer hello for me.
Toldar. I think I've heard that before. I think I met him. I think maybe he owes me money. I can't remember.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Oh, but you are heading north. I don't know if you will be heading up there, but for the you might run into some Ronus. You may or may not.
How do you spell that? S-U...
Ronus. It's right there on the roll 20, on the right-hand side.
Oh.
The Ronai.
Alright.
Well, we've heard some talk. We haven't seen it ourselves, but you know how they've basically been decrepit and slowly dying out?
Yes.
Well...
Do tell.
Well, apparently they're not anymore. They got their shit together. Some new emperor. Or someone who's calling himself an emperor. The so-called the Phoenix Emperor. It's so stupid. But with, you know how it is with today, I don't know. Point is, though, most people thought the Swardians were just going to come into the Ronus areas and just wipe them off the map. Thing is, the Ronus are actually fighting back and gaining land. Gaining ground. They haven't taken territory per se, no villages yet. But point is, they've actually got some fight in them. So, if you're heading towards there, stay clear. Try to stay clear of the armies. It's not going to be pretty.
Sounds like a plan. She'll give him a gold and good travels to you, my friend. May we meet again on good terms.
And to you as well.
AKA, may the Force be with you.
The hell is the Force?
That was the player.
Of course.
That was the player, not the character.
I know.
Alright. She'll go back over to the group and give them a rundown.
So, bandits?
Bandits along the road of once we reach the city. And apparently there's a new Phoenix Emperor in the Ronus area.
From here to Uxkhal?
That's what it was, Greg, right?
On the road?
Yeah, from here to Uxkhal.
Yes, there was supposedly bandits or something there. In the words of the gypsy, there was a shredded caravan. They promptly stepped off. And I shall be right back as you discuss whatever you need to. I need to go to that.
The Phoenix Emperor in Rodok?
Ronus.
Ronus.
Yeah, Ronus.
Well, if there are bandits along the way, assuming it's nothing like that, as long as you're not associated with the Talon Republic and it's just a small group, something we could certainly take care of. I take it they've been preying on passerbys, not soldiers or anything like that?
More than likely. They're probably going after, merchants, families, anyone they think they can take on.
Okay,
Now,
yeah.
I'm all for taking them out and helping people, but we can also avoid them.
If they're hitting people that can't defend themselves. Len, do you have any thoughts?
Not really. I mean, I'm all for, punching out some bandits, but...
Well, we do have giant birds. Will probably look enticing.
Very enticing. I don't know what is enticing. What's up? So, anything else you all would like to do?
How much time do we have here?
Time?
However much we want, I'm guessing. I mean, the job has to get done eventually.
Can I do a couple rolls of to earn some money?
Would that entail us spending the day here?
Well, what time do we want to leave? I mean,
I'm just trying to get an idea of how long that would take.
So it's early afternoon now?
It's about noon, and it probably took maybe an hour to gather all the information you did, maybe an hour and a half, so getting close to afternoon. Sun's still high.
Yeah, if we want to stay here for a little bit I have no problem with that. If anything, I can keep an ear out for that for the incidents on the main road.
alright. It also lets me, listen to people, what they're talking about.
Okay. You'll be listening to people?
Yeah, as I do my tarot thing.
Alright, so performance check for the tarot, to the tarot thing, and let's go with, perception, I guess, for kind of to gather information. Since you're audio listening instead of trying to talk to them about it.
Well, I mean, any information she can get while she's doing it, that's awesome too, but...
Okay, so if you wish to do that as well, diplomacy.
Alright, I'll just give you all the rolls in chat.
So, performance and diplomacy.
Perception. It would help if my dice box was flat.
Okay, you were going to say something, Dave?
Yeah, during the course of, I guess, the day since she's doing her thing, could I talk to any travelers, or more specifically escorts, if there are that kind of fancy people coming this way, of people that have been on the main trail, or more specifically whichever trail has been being hit by bandits?
Okay.
I'm kind of waiting to get a sense of any kind of attack patterns or favored things to steal, things like that.
1 second. As I load some things. Loading. Hold on. Really, I didn't have anything? Doggone. Could have sworn I had more things. Oh well. Okay. So respectively, first for and while I'm doing this, David, since you're trying to gather information, diplomacy roll, please. For you, while you do that. So you're able to earn a little bit of coin. Lynn.
+2.
That would be lovely.
Okay, so +2.
So you're probably, spending maybe a couple hours staying here for a little bit, at least to gather information.
Yep.
And some other people, maybe, I don't know. But it gives you enough time to do a few readings. I see. This town seems to be doing pretty decent for itself, all things considering. Some deal in silver, some deal in some gold. Overall, though, you probably gain... how long are you going to be doing this for? Full time as they gather information, or just for a little?
Was that to me?
Yes.
While they're gathering information and come to get me to tell me it's time to leave.
Okay, so until it's time to leave. So...
Because, she pretty much has all she needs.
Yeah, just more gaining coin.
She might have some extra stuff for Poca encasing in the turtle food, but other than that...
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna say I like 2.5 hours of doing this. 2.5 hours gains you... You do pretty well for the performance, doing pretty decent cards. Some are fascinated by it. And even a few of the gypsies nearby kind of get in on the act, as it were, kind of help you play it up a little bit. So total of, let's go with 15 gold.
15?
4 silver. Yeah, 15 gold and 5 silver over the course of 2.5 hours. From a few people here and there. Perception of and diplomacy combined of what they're saying, similarly to what the gypsy gnome halfling had said. Seems to be attacks, though his information, some did brave it a little bit more to see what it was, until there was a few more dead bodies of animals nearby. Some speculate that it's more some kind of monster near there than it is bandits, or maybe though no one's for sure. No, but as said, some are speculating more it's a monster instead of bandits, but nobody can really prove it.
Okay. What kind of, are there tales of survivors, and if so, how have they been injured?
Survivors... There have been few survivors of the attacks, and most of them most of the ones that had been attacked were coming from the town, from Huen, and immediately came back with pretty grievous wounds. They, with their children, of what little towns there was. They kind of most of them are a little jostled since they were just trying to go to Uxkhal from some traders. Most of the guards were dead by the time they got it, since they're just simple tradesmen, the ones that did survive. They couldn't really fight, so whatever had taken the guards, because they couldn't really get a good catch because they were traveling at night, as much as the guards had told him against otherwise, and he pressed forward that they should and paid dearly for it. Okay. Though he will kind of verify what Sarah's things are of that it's some kind of monster. He did hear like more animal screeches, and the markings that you see on him, they seem more slash like. And if you wish to see how, like, what type of attack it was, heal check, please. To kind of, if you wish to see kind of the particular like way it was.
Oh yeah, I will definitely make a heal check.
Did you do the diplomacy roll already?
Me? Yeah.
What was the diplomacy?
It was a flat 20.
Flat 20? Okay.
Yeah,
okay. So, with you being at least kind enough to, and taking an interest in, and he does show you what marks there is, kind of pulling down his shirt of what there was. Very grievous. As for the heal check, what is it?
It's a 20 total.
Okay, 20 total. Looking at the marks, you can see that it's fairly good-sized claws. This man's lucky to be alive. Three-pronged by the look of it.
Okay. Can I make a... Let me see if I actually have that knowledge. Hopefully I do. Okay, I don't. I assume it would be a knowledge nature to try to identify the creature from the markings?
Yes.
Len, do you know much about wildlife?
It's mostly Cyrus's area of expertise, and
or mine probably.
And say or Lynn's, so you got the wrong twin. Because I cannot make a check untrained, and I have no ranks in nature.
Oh, I think she's busy doing that thing she does. Okay.
You mean that thing where she flips over pictures and tries to pretend they're important?
Hey, they are important.
I mean, she did do your tarot reading, and it was pretty scary close.
I'm gonna admit that.
Okay. True. Well, thank you, sir. Is there... Does the wound... Does it look properly healed? Is there anything I can do to it?
It's still bandaged up. It seems to have at least started scabbing over. Looking at it, though, in the markings, he's seemed to have changed out the bandage. There seems to be some kind of doctor around here, at least someone with professional knowledge.
Okay.
Someone does seem to know what they're doing to treat this wound, so it's going to turn into a nasty scar. Yeah. It ain't gonna be pretty, but he's gonna live. For
the information,
though it is quite painful.
I'm gonna hand him a silver for the information, and let me look at some right quick. Will I have any kind of numbing or pain-killing herbs in my kit? Let me see. Diagnosis.
I would think you would as a healer.
I would like to think so as well.
I think the healer's kit's kind of vague in that regard, but I would assume you'd have something.
Yeah, I would assume there would be something.
Yeah.
There's always booze.
And I have the specialized healer's kit here, which makes it even more likely. Yeah. I'll essentially give him some painkillers. If I need to buy a glass of water or something to kind of distill it in, I'll go and do that.
Do you have anything that works with herbs besides healing, like profession, herbology, or anything like that? Herbalist, or just curious.
It's knowledge, nature, or profession herbalist, I think.
Yeah, either or.
No.
No.
Okay. Yeah. No. Because I would have thought, considering the era, healing would cover.
I would think so. I could think so too, but you know.
Well, no, I was just curious for that particular part. With healing, go ahead.
Could I fake it with craft alchemy though, since alchemy does include herbal stuff?
It would be a little bit different.
Because there are a lot of herbal concoctions I can make with the alchemy skill.
This is true. With particularly what he wants to do though, sure, but disadvantage? Question mark? I don't know. Because yes, alchemy does involve herbalism, but it's different enough that it's specialization. You know what I mean?
I think what you're saying is it's not his field.
Yeah.
I know mechanically I can do it because, well, alchemy encompasses all of that, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, essentially you can do it, but it would be at a disadvantage because it's different enough.
Well, 21 then.
Okay.
That's 10 plus 11.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Am I needing to make a healing check for this?
Yes. Since it's per your healing.
Okay, do I get, is it raw skill, or do I get, bonus, the bonuses that the kit gives me?
What is it, healer's kit?
Oh, actually, this is healer's satchel. It's in the,
healer's satchel.
It's in the healer's companion book. It's a souped up first aid kit.
Okay. +4 on heal check.
Yeah, if I expend a use of the satchel, I get a +4. If not, I get the standard +2.
I'll give you just the standard +2 because it's the rather satchel. Because this would technically be a full use. How's that sound?
Sounds okay to me.
You don't have to expend a use, but you still get like the circumstantial bonus. That way, it's up to +2. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Uh, 17.
Yeah, combined with lens knowledge, you two are able to concoct some kind of small medication of pain killing until he can get something himself. He thanks you both with 4 silver.
He thanks us with what?
4 silver.
4 silver? Okay.
So 2 apiece.
Oh.
Essentially.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so... Okay. Trying to think. I can't think of any more extra information to really that we get at the moment.
Sounds like we're basically covered.
Yeah, I'll go to a tavern and order the local specialty until people are ready to leave.
Okay. That'll call the specialty involve, since it's a port city, will involve very quote unquote the catch of the day, which involves some salmon that has been baked with some salt and some bread with some mead. That'll run you a cost of 3 silver. Well, no, 2 silver.
Okay.
No, one silver. That's the final thing. 1 silver. Since it's the special.
I'm kind of back.
Hello. Is there anything you would like to do here, Eric? That you can think of?
Port Town.
Not particularly.
Okay. No, that's fine.
Not anything that I can think of, at least.
Right.
I'm simple.
Anyone else going to do anything? Just curious.
Yeah, we're only spending a few hours here, so yeah. I'm good.
I learned the glories of Excel for importing stuff into tables.
Ooh.
Because in Excel, I can get it to increment things a lot easier than I can in Access.
It's kind of funny how it is better like that.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. I'm doing some touch-ups on some things.
That's fine.
And by the sound of it, no one else has anything else to do, so I'm going to do one.
Yes, I want to kill, maim, and burn everything in this port town.
I'd rather you not. Save that for Star Wars.
I want to do that in Star Wars anyways.
Even then, it's like, keep that on the down low for a moment. Wait until we're ready.
Can I blow
I'm
it
not
up yet?
playing
Can I
that
blow
kind
it
of
up yet?
character anyways.
Yeah, I was about to say, wait a minute, I'm the one that blows things up.
Oh, Greg, at some point you and I need to have a conversation of how we're connected so I can write into my backstory that I need to write.
Right. I have an idea, but I don't know.
That's fine.
But yeah, I'll pitch to you.
No immediate rush.
Yup. We go to... Okay. Damn it. Domination. Oh, whatever. Why didn't I think of this sooner?
Oh shit. That's weird.
When we do the merry-go-round circus.
I remembered that Skype can just share sound systems. And just in case, I was like, okay, let's go to the jukebox and just have some music. Wait, I can just do this.
I want to kill you.
Yeah, I didn't think Skype could just share local sound like that.
Yep. So, in case you ever needed to do something, you can save all the money in the world of like, hey, you still have that movie on Netflix? Yeah. Share screen, share sound system.
Awesome. What option did you go to enable that?
Hold on.
Fuck you.
Share screen. I'll share a screen, that way you can see it. So, share a screen, going here, go to Skype, period. Share sound system, just click on it.
Trista's hosting the call, so I can't see
David, you can also go to the call tab on Skype, and it's under share screen and share system sound.
Yeah, it's the plus on when, like, the giant screen that has all the users on it. Send files, send contacts, share screens, share sound system.
Okay.
Add people to the call, show dial pad. That whole shebang.
Okay.
So yes. But how dare you, Sarah? That was Monty Python.
Bad choice of music.
Hey, it's Monty Python. Don't you stop with me, boy.
Still bad choice.
Shut your face.
I didn't say it wasn't good. I said bad choice.
And how was it a bad choice?
It is annoying.
Are we still waiting on GM?
Yeah. Sorry.
Right. That's fine. Just getting the entire house.
Cleaning the entire house.
Getting food for the house.
Okay.
I prefer the other one.
Kill, maim, burn? Yes?
No, not yet. We're not purging yet. We're not purging the Xeno and the Heretic. Not yet.
No.
Well, don't mind me, Greg. I want to be a Space Marine.
Space Marine.
Yeah, you know, the Primaris Marines. The more Space Marines.
Oh, you mean the Primaris. You mean the Space Marine scale Space Marines? She'll do. Okay. Yes.
No, I was just thinking. Yeah. Never mind.
No, go ahead.
No, for
Say your words, damn it!
Just to have something to do, just to be kind of funny and to have something to do for the moment. I was going to challenge.
The answer's no.
Kiyomi to have a no. Answer's no. Okay.
You in that drinking contest.
I have to prove myself.
Prove to who?
The fact that I nat 20 the roll to not be drunk the first time this happened, and he failed it horribly.
Did you not 20 it? I thought you didn't.
Yes, I stayed conscious. He passed out.
Yes, and for a priesthood that's theoretically quote unquote known for being able to take a drink.
It was during the party.
Yeah.
When everyone came back from the siege.
Hmm.
It's like that's.
It's just I can't remember if it was a nat 20 or not.
It was at 20 or 19, one of the two, because I passed with like a 28 or a 29. Or 27. Something in that range. But I passed it and he failed miserably.
Yep.
And that's what caused this whole thing.
Them the dice. Doggone it, right? Okay, fine. Go with him.
This is just because I'm being curious and wanting to make sure I actually did update things. We're currently level 6, aren't we?
That sounds right, yeah.
Yep. Hold on, let me double check. Yep, level 6, 26,940 XP last I checked.
That's right.
Yep, I actually have notes for this.
Yay.
Okay, like I actually have a notepad literally on my computer just for this. Okay, so does anyone want to do anything before heading back out into the wild blue yonder?
I'll make sure Nahima has a message that I'm going off to sea.
Who?
The princess, Nahima.
Oh, I thought you already did that.
I don't remember if I said it or not. That's why I was just making sure now.
Okay, you had done that back in Vienna, basically?
Yeah.
Or either now or at some point so you can get to her of, hey, we might be heading towards you. See you soon, maybe. Question mark.
Yeah. The point was to give it time, hopefully to actually get to her at the time I'd actually be arriving.
Yeah.
Or before.
Don't know when. Maybe see you. You know how it is. Okay. So yes, by the sound of it, you were all ready to go. Ready and raring to go. So you take the northern road on your chocobos.
And Peru.
Play the song of travel.
And I shall.
Do 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 do.
Everyone's going at what's the exact terms for it? Because I know there's an exact term for it. Let me pull it up.
So I know you can affect our marching rate.
Yep. There it is, Song of Marching. Blah, blah, blah. What is the actual... You may hustle for the next hour as long as I keep doing this, and it only costs me 1 round per hour. So, instead of doing marching speed, you're doing hustle speed. And the movement counts as a walk. So no fatigue. Unless you guys want to go faster, and then we'll have to start taking fatigue at hustle rate, I guess.
Yeah, I think getting a hustle for a walk is good enough.
I think the birds will thank you.
But I want to go faster. I have fatigue bonuses.
I don't think my broom gets tired. I actually need to see how fast that thing goes.
Your broom?
Yeah, your broom gets tired.
Yeah, she finally gets to use her broom.
Then I can't help you in that case.
That's okay. Crap, what's this site called?
Just
It's not
sing it
popping
up.
up.
I can't help it.
What's this thingy called? The site that we use?
D20 PFSRD.
There we go.
Though if you want the quote unquote better one, PRD. PRD is like the official Paizo one.
Well, we're good. Not that big.
Fuck Paizo. Burn everything.
Better is relative, because that one's actually missing a lot from the Splat books.
No, it's understandable, but the thing I have a thing with PRD is no, the BFSRD. Yes, it's good for like it does have quite a bit, and it does help with like archetypes and all that. But it also throws in third-party stuff, which I don't use too often.
Yeah, but it labels the third-party stuff.
Not always. Like, well, not immediately. That's essentially.
So I have up to 9 hours a day of flight.
But yeah, my only
Speed
problem with the
40.
The problem with the main wiki is they leave out a lot of their own extra books. It really is just the core books.
No, that's understandable. That's a fair point. I do not dissuade that. I will not take that away.
Tristan, there are apples that Mom wants you to come take.
Fuck the apples.
Take all the apples. Take them all.
Okay. So you head up the northern road. And
So I don't know the speed of chocobos, but it's going double that.
So pretty damn fast, even for horse.
I was about to say, how fast do they go? Because my broom can only go 40 feet.
It has.
They can.
It has 70/350.
So they're going 140.
I'm left in the.
No. Like normal movement speed for them is 70. If they full on bolt, 350.
That's why I said they're going 140.
Whatever hustle is.
Yeah, what is hustle? It just says hustle.
I think hustle is under the long-term movement rules, because that's a marching term.
Movement.
I'd say it's probably not under movement, it's probably under travel or something.
Yeah,
No, it is. Modes of hustle is a jog about 6 miles per hour from an unencumbered human.
And I guess I'm riding side saddle again and saving the broom's debut for another day.
Well, if you want to actually debut it, it probably would be a good idea to unveil it, like, when we're like, man, how did we do this? And it'll be like, broom.
Yeah, I'll wait.
I'd say it's not meant for long-distance travel.
Yeah, it is. They can do 9 hours.
But you're not Kiki's delivery service yet. That's the point. You're not full on.
Well, it's assuming 200 pounds at 40 feet. I would think if you're carrying less, you could go faster, but it doesn't say.
That's not how the game works.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Like I say, you're dealing with magic, not physics. Okay. So I guess we're at our hustle and speed. Okay, guys. Guess we need to keep an eye out. I did get your Skype, by the way, Eric. Well, I'm not sure if it applies now.
No, it doesn't.
Let's just keep our eyes open.
Okay, so as said, you do travel a day's worth, and most things are either you're going too fast for it, or they don't want to bother you with it, or there's nothing there. But you do get to the point about a day and a half as the gypsy said, though since you guys are making full time, it takes you. You're hustling, doing double with Bard and Chocobos. You're not encumbered. By the sound of it, you're not encumbered by equipment. You don't have like a cart or anything like that you're carrying.
Nope.
Okay.
Everything fits in our X of holding.
Right. So you'll probably actually make it to that particular point. Let me go back to that. Day for them. You, by near nightfall, you do actually reach a point that there is actually a sign in the road now. Warning. Danger. Things ahead. And to illustrate the point, it's in blood.
Is there a picture of a sword going through a person?
Yes, there is actually.
So, can we just go at Mach 5 with the Chocobos? And just take that fatigue roll?
No.
Or we could just deal with the bandits and save people's lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're hitting, like, they're hitting people who can't really defend themselves.
And there's probably a reward posted for them.
That's the way of the road, though.
Only because people like you allow it to be.
Fair point.
I do not dispute that.
One can always go on ahead and be the bait, as it were.
No, let's be honest. Even at the speed we're cruising, these things are going to need to rest eventually. So.
Do we want to rest now before we get close?
Oh, it is nightfall.
No, I'd say head in there until it actually is legitimately, like, nightfall.
I thought it was nightfall.
Well, I meant, like, maybe another hour, until it gets too dark to...
Okay.
And then set up camp and see what happens. We don't get jumped? Oh, well, we do get jumped? Great.
That's not great. I don't feel like being set on fire again.
Do you think these bandits will be that well equipped? If they are that well equipped, then I think there'd be more of an active guard.
I need to hook you up with my tailor.
For those not engaged in active conversation, perception check, please.
Besides, I have I have plenty of salves in case that happens again.
$16. And Pokas.
Can I roll perception due to scent?
This is not scent, unfortunately. Well, sure.
God damn, Poker rolled better than I did. Poka got a 22.
Damn,
Poka sees things. Poka knows things.
Let's see, perception is that.
Okay. So, As you all are talking, Lynn, Lynn. Damn it. Lynn, you feel a tug at your skirt. Like, You look down, it's Polka. He points at the ground. Tracks. Fresh.
Tracks, fresh. Alright. Do they look human shape? Animal shape?
They are humanoid shape and cart shape. And you do. And after kind of the mention, you do smell. You do smell what actual horses. So, since none of you have horses, so.
What knowledge would it be to find out how fresh? Would that be tracking?
Survival, yes.
Regular survival, like tracking, I can.
There's survival tracking goes under survival.
Yeah, tracking is a subspecialty of survival.
21.
Pretty fresh. Like within the last hour.
Do we want to keep going, guys? It's within the last hour. It could be innocents or it could be our bandits.
Yeah, looks quest-worthy.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll stealth. Wait,
Quick
no,
question, actually.
are we trying to be fast? I don't.
Yes, Eric.
How many hours has it been since we started this whole thing? I need an actual time for that.
Alright.
It's more than 16 hours, you cannot do part.
Let's see, afternoon, then 2.5 hours, so you left at maybe 2. It's getting close to nightfall. Let's say 5 hours?
Okay.
Maybe 6.
Works for me. I just needed to know because I only have 16 rounds.
Or 16 hours.
Or 16 hours.
Okay. Since my scent can be used for tracking and annihilate any kind of ground conditions, could I roll survival to try to tail it?
Yeah, go ahead. So, survival from those that are going to try to track, and any others associated rolls that you will try to do.
Come on, dial up. Give me my numbers.
Not bad.
Yeah. Let me actually... It's almost there. Come on, don't generate all the numbers around it. There we go.
Oh wait, I have a lot more now.
I rolled a 23. Poka is sucking balls and crit failed, so he sees nothing. He just got so excited that he saw something that he...
D25.
D25. Whoops. 25. There we go.
Like that.
Oh, boy.
Rolling 25 equals 25? What?
Any other rolls?
I will assist.
Who are you assisting?
Well, there's only one person doing tracking. I'd assume you assist the person doing the tracking.
I
Yeah.
was tracking too.
Well, there's scent tracking, and then there's one person doing the scent tracking, and then there's a person doing like tracking.
Yeah, unless you have a particularly potent nose yourself, I'm not sure how you can help me.
Yeah, I'd be helping Lynn. Which I do.
You succeed, so +2. Was it nat 20 by chance?
No.
No.
Okay.
And
No,
I'll
I mean for
keeping
this.
my eyes open for jumping.
Okay, you'll be basically the watchout. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Will you be dismounting your chocobos, or how so? Just curious.
For the moment, do you track while mounted, or do you need to get down?
I shouldn't need to get down, no.
So I guess stay mounted if possible.
Stay mounted if possible.
If anything, depending on what's going on, we may need to speed up right quick. So.
Exactly.
Yeah, you might have. Essentially, you'll be going quote a little slower because you're half the tracking it.
Yeah, but if I suddenly smell blood in that direction.
Oh yeah, that's understandable. Okay, so ignoring the warnings as the adventurers you are, you sound around into the fort, onto the road, and wow, there are a lot of carts, like ruined carts. There's decomposing bodies that have been here for weeks. Some have been. There actually no. Let me rephrase that. Of what little remains there are, it's been baked clean. But there are many carts on the way. Almost 5 every 20 feet.
Damn.
It seems.
Somebody's been busy.
That sounds more like a battle, not bandits.
How do they?
Well, actually, yeah. By that account, as soon as I said it, 2 carts every 20 feet, which makes more sense.
How does the damage appear to be caused? Same as the person whose injury I saw earlier?
Yes, it seems to be. In fact, you see a couple carts that have been straight up just overturned.
Lynn, do you think you can identify the creature by the wounds on some of these bodies?
I can try. What do I roll?
Knowledge nature.
Oh, that I can definitely do. Assuming I don't crit fail. Which I do not.
I will assist again.
What is it? What is your total?
Math time. Wait, no, I don't need to do math. I can do simple math. That's going to be 29.
And I assisted, so you're at 31.
31. As you have traveled the roads and seen the rather unfortunate state of affairs that is trade every once in a while, and people who have been under these threats, through your knowledge and of either seeing them yourself or you have heard tale of it, griffins.
Ooh, griffins. There'll be a slight excitement / uh-oh to her voice.
Looking around, what kind of environment is this trail in? Is it flanked by trees? Is it relatively open?
Really, there's quite a bit of trees. It's not heavily forested, but it's enough to still be called a forest.
If I remember correctly, griffins can fly, right? Right, they can fly?
Yes.
Yeah, that's usually how that works.
Okay, then let's keep our eyes out for circle strafe.
Well, they don't have ranged attacks, so circle strafe would be kind of...
What if they have riders? I mean, unless they've claimed this area as their territory, I'd assume they're being directed somehow.
Fair enough.
As you move on close to it, for Lynn, you do notice the tracks have become. They seem to be kind of mismatched with the rest of them, but they seem to have. They picked up the pace at some point because you can see that the tracks kind of grow in pace, and there are probably about 8 humanoids of some kind.
Okay, alright, we'll share that with the group.
And for Yanara, about at some point you do smell the ever-present thing of blood. A good amount of blood. And that's when you hear the screeching.
Oh.
Yeah, off in the distance.
Okay then. Clearly, I don't need to say anything. Is everyone still mounted?
Yep.
Si, senor.
Okay. I will.
I'd actually be riding with someone if I don't have a horse.
I will put Bob in the gallop.
Okay.
If only I had the trigger wheel that could run on water.
Okay. As you get closer, the screeches do become louder.
Anything on dark vision?
Or low light.
Yeah, it's still, the moon's bright enough that it's able to give low light, and that's when you come across this scene. Two griffins up in the sky, two on the ground, and holy crap! That is a very wrecked caravan.
Which ones are in the air? Is there a particular pog that?
Yes. I was trying to look for something that indicates flight.
Yeah. If you
there we go.
Yep.
That works. Just had to look for a particular one.
Yeah, that's the thing about Roll20. I wish it made it easier to do custom stuff. But alas, it does not. I wonder if they have any markings on them, the griffins.
The red area initiates where you may start.
Oh, there's my HP.
Odd, where'd that black box around you come from?
Oh, I'm mounted on Bob, so
that's
Bob's
Bob.
under me.
Okay.
I'm assuming that all are on mounts. Sarah, what are you mounted on? Because I know you said a side saddle.
One of the chocobos, I would assume.
Okay. So just tell which chocobo. That's it. Because it doesn't really matter per se.
Yeah, there's actually two of us that don't have chocobos.
I remember actually Sierra and Lynn are the only ones that have them.
David's got one too.
Yeah.
So Sierra doesn't really like anyone touching her, if I remember correctly, or is it just men?
It's anyone I'd thought.
Yeah, she was kind of territorial.
Should probably be riding with her brother then.
That leaves me with the perfect cleric. Great.
Not bad. I do not see a niche.
Right, sorry. It's on.
Oh wow, wow! I got no initiative, guys.
And you'll have to actually enable us to enable ourselves to put ourselves in the initiative.
Right, sorry. I'm still getting used to it.
Wow. My initiative sucks.
I am way.
How do you add yourself to it?
I have to do it. Where is Lynn?
Not on the map. Apparently.
Do I need to get her, or...?
I got it.
Okay.
One moment.
Initiative.
Actually, there's a bestiary for this. Do, 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 do. Oh, does it not have it? Uh-uh. God. Oh well. Wow. Okay. Fascinating. Ugh. Okay, plus.
Oh, they're all within my first range band. That's awesome. Hopefully I don't have to move. Ever.
Not bad rolls. Okay, everyone's putting in their initiative, I assume? Or has? Okay. So you come upon a scene. From what you can tell, there are only 3 survivors.
Okay.
Looking for this guy's stuff. Here we are.
And I guys found a new spell for Lynn to use during her things. Glitter dust!
Already got it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, glitter dust is nice.
I got
Especially
it.
for...
I love it. It is awesome.
It is good.
I especially like the -40 to stealth.
Mm-hmm. If you hit them correctly.
By that we mean hit them.
Okay. Let's go through this thing. You see this gentleman here in sword and shield, bang his shield with more. Gentlemen, get down your shitlords! And you overgrown buzzards! And charges one, and
Are they currently airborne or on the ground?
2 of them are two airborne, 2 on the ground.
Alright.
What does this guy look like he's doing? Oh, yeah, this guy.
He is guy behind. He seems to have a little bit of a wound, but he's kind of he has his warhammer kind. Whoever it is, kind of has their warhammer a little low. It seems like they're waiting for a strike.
Okay.
Yeah, makes sense. 18 for Griffin. $18 does not hit. No, wait, he did charge. Okay, that does hit. Okay, that's Bastard Sword. Okay, 7 damage. Wait, what'd that go through? Did I? Double checking something real quick. Right, I forgot those. So, okay. Okay, Len, your turn.
Alright. One second. Filling in my notes. Okay. So I'm going to use my swift action to cast my little go-to time shift.
Time Force.
Yep, I'm totally with the time force. To get that, one turn, effectively 2-turn haste. I am then going to ride in this general direction. As I am riding, I am taking a shot at this guy. I will then, when I get to the barricade or whatever that's supposed to be, like to make an acrobatics check to jump off the chocobo and over the barricade so I can do a melee strike on this guy.
Do you have shot on the run? I think that's how it works. In order, to make a shot at any point. Hold on, let me double check. On the run. If that's specifically how that works.
That's if he's using a bow or a crossbow.
And
Oh no, it's a range attack.
Yeah, I'd say a lot of the ranged attack feats apply to guns also.
Yeah, it's not just bow or crossbow. It's just range attack, even for spells. It's essentially, as a full round, you can move up to your speed and make a single range attack at any point during the movement, and attack. Because I think that's what would apply here.
Well, he's not the one doing the movement, is he?
Oh, I know, I realize that.
And I think that actually is a distinction, because I think for shot on the run, it has to be me.
1 second, mounted combat, Pathfinder. Just double checking something.
Yeah, I'm looking at shot on the run while you're doing that, just to be...
No. Not.
You can fire a ranged weapon and move again before your foe reacts. As a full round action, you can move up to your speed and make a single ranged attack at any point during your movement.
Yes, essentially you can
cannot,
move...
As opposed to normal, where you cannot move before and after an attack. Okay, so...
Essentially.
Okay, well, that just requires minor alteration. It just means that... Okay.
Yeah, I'm just double checking. Yeah, I'm just double checking if you can... It's more or less, I realize it's on the mount you're attacking. However, it's just the way everything works with Pathfinder. That's just more or less it.
Sarah said might be bringing you a present.
Huh?
What?
Your cat just came bolting out of here with something in his mouth. I think he might be bringing you a gift.
Sarah will be BRB.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it just means that I will, take it at the end of my movement when I'm jumping over the thing and trying to hit this guy. No big deal.
Okay.
Minor change in the order of operations, still same effect.
Yeah. Okay. So go ahead and make that acrobatics.
Yep. And just for the sake of note purposes, I'm going to put my attack rolls in here too.
Okay.
Just so it's all in one
All right.
log.
Oh, and also primal for the time shift,
Yep.
I think.
And I'm going to use my grit to get the extra damage. Not a problem.
Testing 1, 2.
Check. Hello.
I had to change headsets.
Hmm.
Because my computer has a sense of humor of playing the Red trailer music while I'm doing this.
Okay, cat is locked in the basement. Problem solved.
What did you do?
The cat's
Cat
not in the
is, I
basement.
do not need more mouse intestines or hearts or dead mice on my pillow, thank you.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
don't
think
want
you
a dead
missed
mouse
that.
on your pillow either. Just saying.
Okay,
But he said he loves
acrobatics.
you.
Acrobatics works. Primal, good. Sword to hit, yep. And pistol hit, yep. Okay, so boom, boom.
That's the pistol's for the flying one, the sword's the one in front of me.
Right.
I wish I knew wing shot. That would have been really useful right now.
Wing shot?
It's a gunslinger ability. You can make them lose height.
Huh.
You
Fascinating.
can also do a cold shot for the wing.
Yeah, but that's a
There's
full.
cold shot, which is has I think it's similar but different effects.
They still fall.
Boom, boom. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
You know how they also fall? If you shoot them in the head and kill them.
Yeah, but that's not guaranteed in this.
True.
Whereas the wing shot is guaranteed. I think they lose 20 feet of height or something.
Nice. Okay. So you jump off your chocobo. Does your chocobo just kind of get out of combat?
It's trained to know to get out of combat. Yeah, I did.
If I'm still on it, does that mean it's moving me out of combat?
Oh shit, that's right.
Well, you can either take the reins or you can get off on your turn, because I don't know what turn it moves on, but if it moves on my turn, it's already gone.
For simplicity's sake, it probably moves on our turn.
My guess would be it moves on whoever's turn is sitting on it.
Actually, a good question. Would you have gun off before combat, or?
I mean, I probably would have gotten off when we arrived at the clearing, yeah.
I fought with Bob before.
Okay.
Bob knows how to play.
Okay, so.
It actually does bring the question then.
Mm-hmm.
Could I have started my bardic performance before we actually got to the clearing once we heard the screeching?
I
am perfectly fine with no.